Welcome to the warm-up. I'm Stu Wakeford. It's not the dramatic final day to the season that we'd all hoped for, but there's still plenty for us to talk about, and more importantly, plenty for us to get excited about. We've got the playoffs on the horizon, a top scorer looking to break a championship goal scoring record. But I can't do this all on my own. I need someone that's been there and done it, that's scored goals, that's been in playoff campaigns. And luckily, my best mate fits the bill. He's the ambassador. He stood over there. Marcus Gayle, how are you, mate? You all right?
I'm good, mate. Good to see you back.
We've got it. Oh, thanks very much. How well did Lukey do? I don't want to feed his ego too much because he's over there and he's been mugging me off about getting the Luke wrong already. Just got that link wrong, didn't I?
He done all right.
He done all right. Did a little bit too good for my liking. Back to the old school today, me and you. Back to the running days. No Carly. I've given him the day off because we've got a big playoff campaign coming up. You all right with that?
I'm all right with that.
Yeah? You don't get a rest though.
It seems so.
Nah, you're our Ivan Toney, mate. We can't give you a rest. We can't give you a rest. And talking about Ivan Toney, that is, of course, the story tomorrow. Him looking to break Glenn Murray's championship goal scoring record. It's got to be all about him tomorrow, isn't it, mate?
It's got to be about him, but team first, him secondary. So, yeah.
I don't like diving, right? But tomorrow, it's a free-for-all. I reckon I don't care. You shouldn't advocate diving, but surely just get him a pen, just get him a goal.
He'll get his goal, don't worry about that.
And look, by the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, somehow maybe you've been living under a rock, Ivan Toney, of course, like I mentioned there, is looking to break Glenn Murray's championship goal scoring record. And today, mate, me and you are going to be asking the question, is he the best striker the championship's ever seen? Don't answer it now, but ask it in a little bit. Not only that, we mic'd up B-Team physio Stella for their game against Salford City in the week. That, I tell you what, if you want to get close to the action in a football game, you can't get any closer to that feature. You might as well be putting your shinnies on and your boots and getting out there as well, because that's how close we're taking you to the action. That's going to be on our YouTube channel next week, but we've got a sneak peek for you today. And new item alert here, Marcus. They got a new feature for you. What would you do? Basically, I've gone down the training ground. I've just asked some of the lads, weird situations, weird scenarios, and I said to them, what would you do in that scenario? And they told me, it sounds weird, it sounds random, sounds like it shouldn't work, but it does. And here's a little tease. You can steal one thing in the world legally, like you can get away with it, but it's only in one sitting. What are you nicking?
A yacht.
A yacht?
Yeah.
Where from?
Super yacht.
How are you getting that back?
I don't know where I'm getting it from. I don't know how I'm getting it back, but
shouldn't work that, but weirdly it does. Marcus, if you wanted to keep up to date with brilliant new videos and content on the Brentford YouTube channel, what would you do?
I'll call you.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, like and subscribe.
That's what I mean. That was Carly. That was one thing that Carly could do well, was like and subscribe.
That's all he done though.
That is all he did. It's all he did. There was a great game here last Saturday against Watford. A 2-0 win for the Bees. Should we have a little watch back?
Yep, let's have a little look.
And if you call my name, call my name, call my name, we can go back where we started. Come and take my hand, take my hand, take my hand, 'cause I don't know which foot to start with. I can't dance, no, I can't dance without you. You're the one I'm waiting for. I can't dance, no, I can't dance without you. You're the one I'm waiting for. You push away, then pull me close, 'cause you know it's your love I need the most. I can't dance, no, I can't dance without you. You're the one I'm waiting for.
Marcus, a very impressive win against one of your old sides. Watford, of course, won promotion the week before. I don't want to say it, but it looked like maybe a couple of them had taken their celebrations into the week, maybe, because you weren't impressed with Watford, were you?
I'm going to say it. I think they was.
Yeah?
They were doing something.
They were on the sauce in the week.
For me, they was poor on the day, which is disappointing. But we had to still focus and get the job completed. A clean sheet, 2 good goals, and here we are.
And saying that, for a game that didn't really have anything on it for both sides, I know obviously we wanted to finish as high up as possible to get that second leg in front of the fans here, but it still had a bit of bite. It still had that London derby thing. I know you're saying that they were poor, but there was a bit of aggro and a bit of needle, wasn't there?
I think it needed a bit of needle in that game. The game would have been a stalemate without those little pockets of tackles and stuff going in, but yeah, the game was it was a good game for us in terms of seeing Mads Bidstrup in that position, controlling the start of that match, settling in early, and it gave us that platform to create chances.
It's been 6 games with that new formation. Well, let's have a little look at those results. I mean, the one thing that screams to you here is hashtag I love clean sheets. Dormio, I mean, they are giving away matches is like nobody's business. 1 goal conceded in those 6 games, and that was Kiefer Moore's penalty down that end. Contentious penalty decision as well when you think about it. What does this system improve defensively then for us? Or have we actually just been really good defensively all season?
I think we've been really good all season defensively. The change of shape has given us that extra bit of cover, particularly with Christian in the middle of that back 3 as well. And the options of him stepping forward, as we've seen him do many a time, it just gives us that little bit extra going forward as well. So I'm quite happy with that system.
I don't want to jinx anything and say anything, but this kind of run reminds me a little bit about the 21 game unbeaten run earlier in the season. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but do you remember the Wickham draw, the Derby draw back then, and the Blackburn draw that were quite negative, but they were draws, and then we went on this run, and it's similar little thing. We're on another run, aren't we?
Yeah, I think the timing is perfect as well. Going into the playoffs, we've got good form in the players out there. The strikers are scoring goals, we're keeping the clean sheets, and that's what you want at this stage going into those playoff matches.
Well, you said there the strikers scoring goals. We saw both Marcus Forss and Ivan Toney hit the net down that end on Saturday, and really important goals for both of them in different ways. I know we're going to go big on Ivan today and what it meant for him, but it was a really important goal for Marcus Forss as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can see how much it meant to him when that goal went in. He's missed some good opportunities in front of goal of late as well, so he was probably much disappointed in that, but to get the goal finally, it released a lot of tension, maybe a little bit of pressure on his own self. I don't think that the squad has given him that pressure. He's probably expecting for himself to score a good amount of goals, and that one helped him along the way. 3
Mads started the game, which is mad. Ha, that's awful, sorry.
That's a bad
Take that
pun.
out. You're going to leave that in. You're nodding, you're going to leave it in. Absolutely
it in.
done me, innit? I've done myself. I don't know how we're going to differentiate them. Big Mads, little Mads, Mads. But let's start with little Mads first. You mentioned him earlier. As debut starts go, because it was his first start, unbelievable performance, wasn't it?
Yeah, the way he started the game, he was in full control. He set the tempo. He made the game look very easy, playing 2 and 3 touch situations, just keeping that ball moving. And I think it helped with the way Watford set up as well. They weren't really in our faces to start the match, and I think that obviously helps Mads to just settle into the game, get quite a few good touches on the ball early on to calm him down, but he matured through that game. It was a really strong 90 minutes performance out of him.
We've spoken about Mads Bech-Sorensen a lot this year. We've loved seeing his development. We just spoke about little Mads Bidstrup there, but Mads Roslev, we've not really spoken about. He's come into the side. He's played all these last 6 games. Obviously that means he's been involved. He's the only person that's played all 6 out of that back 3, 5, whatever you're going to say. He's also got 2 assists in those 6 games. He's under the radar. Like, you're looking at Player of the Month. He's in with a shout, isn't he?
He's in with a shout for sure. I think the shape change has suited him. He's probably one of the better ones in that position to play, where he knows he can get forward. He obviously has to get back at times, but that's not the whole emphasis of that position that he's playing. And to get the 2 assists as well adds to that sort of confidence that he can contribute to this team, because that's the main thing as well. Have to contribute in the team. It helps as well with the injury to Henrik as well, is that out of the 2, who you're going to play in that wing-back position? Is Henrik more comfortable playing in that, or is Mads Roslev more comfortable in that position?
Look, the game didn't have a great deal of significance for both sides. We mentioned that. Obviously it has helped us with our playoff campaign looking forwards. But a lot to be happy about from that performance, right?
Yeah, as I said, this time of the year you want to be going into the playoffs in good form. People understand the roles that are required from them, and there's no sort of doubts in people's mind on the pitch where people should be. Everything's getting ironed out at the right time, and there's been a lot of rotation, especially in that back 3 at times. There's been a few combinations in that back 3, but it doesn't seem to have a negative impact. It has a positive impact because people understand their roles and positions.
Love that, love that. Well look, this is as close as I'm ever going to get to a pitch, Marcus, pretty much. But we're going to take you even closer as we mic'd up B Team Physio Stella for their game against Salford City. That's on our YouTube channel next week. Here's a little sneak peek.
Local with solve about anything trauma, anything head injury,
Okay.
solve it.
Yeah.
Anything cardiac,
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All good. Gently tighter. Warm up or not? No one's done their warm up yet.
No one's out.
Are they finished with the warm up?
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll do, thanks. If it's a cork, I'm not going to go directly into it. Right, can you go straight? Can you go straight? Okay. What, you just felt a bit tight?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, be smart, yeah? Trusting you with this. Can I have a look? Thank you. Alright, tell me what happened.
Stood in my knee.
You what?
You stood, man.
You stood on your knee.
Nah, stood into it.
Yep. Let me know if it gets any worse. If that starts pouring blood, let's dress it, yeah? Should be okay.
Well done again! Forward! Go! Four!
You're good. You're good with everything, yeah? Fine? I'm going to have to show you some exercises to do when we don't have the machines available.
Yeah, I definitely need to be more feeling it a bit, but it's fine.
Is there only been today? Yesterday?
Yeah, just today. It's quite hard.
Is it hard on there? It's bumpy as hell.
Go right now! Get the box! Go right now!
Yes, for now.
Give it to him!
What's up with Raynell, guys? Guys? I didn't see what happened. Straight into your knee? This one? Yeah? Okay. No? Does it feel like all round pain or is it just like really specific?
Sharp.
It's sharp? In one spot? Yeah. Right, on you go then. Yeah.
Come on, come on!
Wow, seriously, there's one scene in that next week that is absolutely incredible, so don't miss it. We've done all the Watford chat. We didn't really speak about Ivan Toney, so we've got to now. 30 goals for the season. If he scores tomorrow, he'd of course break that Glenn Murray record for record scoring in the Championship. He's been nothing short of phenomenal. I know that sounds like superlatives, but we've run out of them, haven't we, for him this year? And surely getting that goal in that game against Bristol City would just be the icing on the cake, mate.
Yes, it would be, but in the back of his mind as well is, can he shoot us to the Premier League? If he can score a goal, if he can get to the finals and win that, can he get that all-important goal? Or anyone get that all-important goal? So it doesn't just ride on him breaking the record, but as a collective, as a club, can we shoot ourselves into the Premier League?
I've read some rubbish online lately, right? There's a lot of rubbish online, absolute waffle. Mainly from clubs, fans of other clubs, saying, oh, he's a tap-in merchant, everything he scores is from a yard out. I mean, seriously, what are people on about here, right? 30 goals, and it doesn't matter where you score 30 goals from. What would you rather, right? He scores 30 goals from in there, or 10 from, or other players go, no, I don't score them. I only score from out here. It's not easy to score 30 goals no matter where they are from on a football pitch. Otherwise, every striker would score 30 goals a season, but no one does, and it's why him and Glenn Murray are the only ones who've done it in this league. What are people going on about? I've lost my head here. This is my Kevin Keegan moment, but I can't get my head around it. There's an art to it, isn't there, mate?
There is an art. Look, it's not an easy skill to do. That's the hardest thing in the game to do, is to score goals. End of the day, the history books will still say 30 goals or 30 plus goals for Ivan. That's the most important stat. It's not as easy as some fans might think it is. And great strikers, they'll take any sort of goal. It can come off the big toe, the knee. Doesn't really matter as long as it says their name has scored that goal.
Did you say the toe or the knee? Because that's his name.
There we go.
But also, everyone's going, oh yeah, but he scored X amount of penalties. Doesn't matter. It's not easy to score a penalty. All these people think this is easy. He makes it look easy, and you still got to put the ball in the net right. Even penalties is an art, isn't it?
The way Ivan takes them, that is still an art. The one he scored here at the weekend, I think that was the nearest we've ever seen a goalkeeper get to one of his penalties. He went the right way, but the precision from Ivan, the power, the placement was spot on, and he deserved it.
Well, look, we've mentioned it a lot. He is obviously looking to break Glenn Murray's goal-scoring record for goals in the Championship season. Here we've got the stats and other people that have done it. Timu Pukki have obviously scored a lot at this level. Is Ivan the best this division's ever seen? People say that's hyperbole or it's going over the top, and maybe I am biased because I think he's in with a shout.
I think he's got to be in with a shout. This is his debut season at this level, so if he just left it on that, you'll say yes. The others have had a season or two more experience and got their goals, but I think for Ivan in his debut year, I think you've got to regard him as probably the best. He's still got another game to go. Hopefully that can add to his tally. Yeah. But whatever happens by the end of the season, he's still going down as one of the greats at this level. I
don't know if you can tell, but I am a little bit of a fan. Let's look at his stats from this season because they are remarkable. 44 appearances, 30 goals, 10 assists, minutes, 3,796. How? This is a man who has missed one league game all season out of 45 in a year that's been the most gruelling year schedule-wise of anyone that we've known. Not only that, he battles for 90 minutes every week. He leaves everything out on that pitch. He gets kicked lumps out of by centre-halves. He's only been subbed 10 times this year. 3 times they've been before the 80th minute. So that means he's barely been off this football pitch. And he's played 4 cup games. Is this man human, Marcus?
He is human. He's mentally and physically strong to get through that amount of games. The amount of minutes as well on top of it shows his attributes. He's mentally and physically strong to play the season as he has, and also to get the goals on top. That's the massive bonus with it all as well. So it's a pleasing season for him stats wise, and he knows he's got the confidence to kick on as well.
Right, if you were Ivan and you scored that 31st goal tomorrow, what would your celebration be?
You got to ask Ivan that. He's got.
He loves one.
He's got 30 different celebrations that he could probably go through, because he always sort of, it seems like he improvises along the way, and I think that's a unique ability to have in him. So
I think he needs to do all of them. That one, that one, that one. I'm trying to think of the other ones. The dance. I've just really mugged myself off. I'm still going because I'm too nervous.
I think you should send him a request.
No, I don't want to get involved. That one, man. The ladder one as well. And to be fair, we should probably have asked Charlie Goode and Rico Henry that. Instead, I asked them if they could steal anything in the world legally, what would they steal? A bit random, but I thought it was fun. Here it is. Right, lads, on the windiest day ever, we're going to have a little bit of fun with a new feature we're calling What Would You Do? Basically, I'm going to give you a scenario. You've just got to tell me what you'd do. You up for it?
Good.
Let's go. Scenario 1.
Why are you laughing already?
We haven't even started. I can't wait to see what he comes out with, by the way, already. Right.
I know what to expect.
You're in the street, a 5-year-old approaches you with their parent and says, Mummy, there's my favourite Brentford player, Pontus Jansson. Can I have an autograph and a photo with him? So the mum comes up to you, it's like, excuse me, sorry to bother you, Pontus. Is it alright if my kid has a photo and an autograph with you? What are you doing, Charlie?
How old's the child though?
5. You're the kid's
I
hero.
think I'm just gonna have to let him know that I'm not actually putting the chance on.
You're gonna break the kid's heart.
But I'll still offer him a picture. But hopefully he'll know who I am after that. But yeah.
So you're gonna say.
Or I'd maybe have the picture, sign the autograph, and then say, by the way, I'm actually Charlie, not Connor.
So you do it all, and then afterwards
No,
break
you can't do
It's
that,
hard,
man.
isn't it? It's hard. I don't want to upset him, but I want to make his day at the same time.
What would you do, Rico?
I'd have to upset him, mate. Like, we're 2 different people, like.
But what
I
if
don't
you
know.
just got Pontus's number? Can you not just like, would you FaceTime?
Nah. Depends what time I have.
Yeah.
I think I'll just break his heart, like, I'm not Pontus, mate. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't take the picture.
I think I'd edge towards that, to be honest.
Scenario 2. You can steal one thing in the world legally, like you can get away with it, but it's only in one sitting. What are you nicking?
A yacht.
A yacht?
Yeah.
Where from?
Super yacht.
How are you getting that back?
I don't know where I'm getting it from. I don't know how I'm getting it back, but
Or you just leave it?
yeah, well, I don't know. But leave it where?
Well, say it was from Monaco, you just leave it in Monaco
Yeah, well, if I'm getting away with it, I'll just, yeah.
and then just visit it.
Yeah.
Why do you want a yacht?
It's nice, like,
Just sell it.
go on a cruise, innit? Like, it's just nice to have.
Just pick something expensive, like a plane, a jet, a mansion, then you sell it and you got all the money in the bank. Done.
So you're just gonna make it back. I thought one of you might go like sporting memorabilia, something nice.
Nah.
Anything expensive that's worth a lot of money, I guess.
Yeah,
You just coin it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna sell your yacht?
eventually, yeah.
Have a couple of parties on it?
Yeah.
And then sell it.
But you need a driver.
Or come together.
I'll have the plane and he has a yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
There you go.
Sorted.
Scenario 3. You've been given the task of buying a birthday present and sorting out the birthday party for Thomas Frank. All the players and all the coaching staff have got to be there, but you've got £500 budget maximum. What are you going to do? How are you going to use the money?
I'll just get a load of cider, mate. Like.
You get like a cider?
Cider, please. What's not? You can't
What,
buy
just
much.
here?
Yeah.
Just
Well, if
here?
you're having a party, yeah. Like, £500 can't get much, really.
And you just, what would Thomas like? He'd like that, would he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Does he drink cider?
He'll drink beer.
Yeah.
A lot of people drink beer.
Surely you just find out what you drink.
Yeah.
Simple, we've got to
So
keep it.
You just put all the £500 in a booze
Well,
budget.
Get a few party rings, some hula hoops.
Party ring!
Just make sure there's a little buffet on show in there.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
we're keeping it like that.
I'd say that's quite basic, lads. You're not getting him a present as well.
Yeah, but I don't want to take it too far.
Right.
So I've got to be good.
Yeah, same.
What would he like as a present?
I don't know, you know, maybe I'll have to ask him.
Yeah?
I don't even know when his birthday is though.
So you boys might have missed his birthday this year already?
Nah, I'm sure it's, has it been?
I don't know. He's your manager.
No, I'm not. To be fair, I wouldn't know.
I think table tennis table.
Yeah.
I love that. Like,
Oh
love
yeah,
table-
you're always on table tennis.
always on table tennis. They love it.
Who's
all
best?
All the Danish players are always playing.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was between you and Ivan, isn't it?
I say Ivan's the best.
No. Ivan
I say Ivan's the best.
Ivan doesn't come near the discussion. Like, to be honest, I think the closest game is Christian versus me.
Really?
Didn't Ivan beat Christian over there though?
Yeah, like, sometimes it's hard to beat Chris, but if I really want to beat Ivan, I can beat him when I want. Like,
You've
it's
gone
like-
well serious, isn't he? All of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Because I know
Before he
if
was a bit banter, now
I
he's
know-
gone serious. Look at him.
I know if Ivan was here, he'd be giving me a bit of stick, so just going to let everyone know that he's miles
Well,
off
maybe
it.
we should film that.
Yeah.
We're creating a little tournament this week,
Oh yeah.
so you can maybe tune in, watch it,
Well, we need to film it.
and film it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's the bit. So it's between you, Ivan, and Christian. We'll film all three.
Not Ivan.
Oh, it's just you and Christian.
Well, Matty's quite good. I'm
gonna
not sure
make me
about.
get it there.
I'm not sure about the others.
We'll
but
see what happens.
I just don't want Ivan to be in that conversation. That's all. Everyone else, I'm happy with. And Rico,
Look,
no, it's not his
Nah,
game.
I'm having it. I can't play table tennis.
I'm not sure I've got Thomas down as a cider drinker, to be honest, Rico. But talking of cider drinkers, Bristol City tomorrow. Seamless link that. Right, you're the gaffer. You're picking the team. We've mentioned Ivan already. What would you do?
Bench him. I was joking, I was joking. I'll do it for a joke, just to see his reaction. So no, how can we bench her? But
What about the rest of the lineup, though?
I'll keep it more or less the same. Maybe a couple players that I would start. Saman Godos maybe, starting from the off. Emiliano as well. And just give a few players a little break. But at the same time, you still want to win this match. It's a 46-game programme. Let's go and win the next game.
I was going to ask you that. Do you think the players' minds will be on the playoffs, or is it all going to be, because it is a weird situation tomorrow, is it all going to be on just get Ivan a goal? Because I saw someone say online, I thought it was quite good, like, just stick Pontus and Ethan at the back and then just put everyone else up front. Just get everyone around Ivan.
I'll put Pontus up front. I think he deserves a goal as well. But yeah, it's going to be a fascinating finale to the season. Can we finish it in strong vein of form? And then we've got, 9 days before the first leg. So you've got plenty of time to rest players and get the extra training in as well in key areas. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine going into it.
Is it almost more of a worry if you rest everyone tomorrow, so then it'd be a 16-day gap for some players?
It's too big a gap. So the training, the recovery, and sometimes you just got to tick players over instead of giving them a block of solid days off. Sometimes you just got to tick them over just to keep the engines bubbling.
Yeah.
We don't want to go from a cold start going into 2 massive games. You want people in the right sort of temperature to go into it.
The semi here in front of our own fans, how massive is that going to be? Those that are home here, mate, honestly, I've got goosebumps from the rain and the cold, but they're also the emotional ones, because seeing this place again with double the amount potential, however many it's going to be that we had last time, it's going to be special, isn't it?
It's going to give all the players a lift. The fans are going to get lifted by being in there, seeing the team play, and hopefully it's the ones that didn't see back in, when was it, against Blackburn when they had 2,000 in. It'll be another lot that's coming in to get the first experience of this stadium.
If you are coming and it's raining, bring a brolly, because I tell you what, we're getting soaked here. Well, ticket news for that game will be online in the next couple of days, and you can find out how you can get your ticket. I'm going to probably rattle through the end of this show. A little offer from the store at the moment, Ivan Toney shirts, free printing if you want to get Ivan's name on the back of your shirt. I'd probably go with this season if you're going to get it. That's available till 8 p.m. Next week, the B team, they're playing on Monday, 1:30 p.m. against Eastleigh. If we can get a stream, we'll get you a stream. Keep an eye out for that. Remember, match passes for Saturday's game against Bristol City, 12:30 kickoff. Earlier on that, only available on iFollow. I'm getting really wet, I'm getting really cold. But remember, brentfordfc.com/iFollow. It's been a great season. Let's end it on a high. Come on, you bees. You Reds. I'm wet. That's all done. Ooh.